Hello everyone. I hope that you all are doing great. Today I am finally back after a long break from YouTube. And during this break I've been working a lot on like what to make next, right? So finally I have come up with the idea to start a course of chemistry because I've always wanted to teach chemistry and finally I'm doing so on my YouTube channel. So from today onwards, I'll be uploading chemistry videos on this YouTube channel, and hopefully they will help you prepare for your, syllabus and also generally know about chemistry. The topic of today's video is introduction to chemistry, right? Today we are not going to go very deep into anything, no particular topic, but we are going to cover chemistry in general. What is chemistry? What things make up chemistry? What are the fundamental things of chemistry? So these kinds of things we are going to cover today. And in case you don't know, my name is Alisha Jindani and I will be instructing you throughout this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to scroll down. Now, the first thing that you need to know is what exactly is chemistry. So if you have ever studied chemistry or if you have not ever studied chemistry, you should know what is chemistry. It's very common these days that students don't even know what is the exact definition of chemistry and like what are they studying in chemistry, right? So I'm going to break it down for you. Now, if you have ever studied science, it is very likely that you have studied chemistry as well. Now, science has many branches. You might know about biology, chemistry, physics, geology, astronomy, but the primary branches of science are three. In most cases, they are three. They are biology, chemistry, and physics. So you can see that chemistry is one of the primary branches of science, right? So, without chemistry, science is not complete, right? And, a lot of things in biology as well, they depend upon chemistry. So, that is the very, very basic thing that you need to know, that chemistry is a primary branch of science and it is a very fundamental topic in science, right? The next thing that you need to know is the definition of chemistry. Now, chemistry is all about matter, right? It is all about matter. Now, in chemistry, you are studying about matter. You are studying about the properties and the behavior of matter. So, chemistry is the study of the properties and behavior of matter. Now, if you don't know what is matter, we are going to cover that next. Now, it can also be referred to as the study of substances. Again, this is another term, right? Substances. We are going to cover this as well below, right? So that is the basic things that you need to know about chemistry. Now let's move on, and we're going to talk about the states of matter, because obviously any class of chemistry, you can't carry on without explaining the states of matter. This is a very basic thing, very basic terminology that most of you might already know. So, matter, what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space, or it has volume. So, in short, matter has two properties. It has a mass and it occupies space, right? So, it has a volume, a mass and a volume. A volume is basically occupying space, right? So now we have three most common states of matter. These are solid, liquid, and gas, right? These are the three most common states of matter, although you can also talk about plasma, you can talk about many others as well, but the most that you will hear about are solid, liquid, and gas. So in these pictures, you can also see solid, liquids, and gases. So this guy is a solid. Why? Because it has a fixed shape, it has a fixed volume, it is intact, it is, not moving from its position. Now, liquid is something that again does not have a fixed shape, but it has a fixed volume. So it will occupy the same amount of space, but it can change its shape. So a very good example would be of water, right? We drink water every day and that is a liquid because it can flow, it can, change its shape, right? Depending on the container. And we have gases. Gases can change either shape or their volume. So a very common example of gas would be oxygen, right? Oxygen can be a gas, but yeah, oxygen can be a gas, nitrogen can be a gas, hydrogen gas. But one misconception that many people have that is that air is a gas. Now, you need to know that air is not a gas, right? Air is not a gas. It is a mixture of gases, right? So it's just a thing that you should know. And an example of solid would be wood, maybe, right? So anything. Now, this is the very basic thing, right? You can obviously learn more and more about this topic. Now, another thing about chemistry, a very fascinating thing, very interesting thing about chemistry is the chemical reactions. So, the chemical reactions, right? So chemical reactions are one of the interesting, one of the fascinating topics of chemistry. Why? Because as a child, as a teen, as an adult, you are always hearing about experiments in the lab, making new things, and that is a part of chemistry, right? So what is a chemical reaction basically? Now, a chemical reaction is when you take a substance. Now, again, we are going to talk about substances in a moment, right? You take one or more substances and combine them to form newer substances, right? So you are taking a thing or two, and you are making new things out of it, right? So that is a very basic kind of definition about chemical reactions. And you should know that the substances that we take, like we are providing, they are called the reactants, because they are reacting, they are combining to form the new substances, right? And the new substances that are formed are called products. Why? Because they are being produced by the chemical reaction, right? So these are the basic, the very, very basic, the very core terms that you should know about chemistry, right? So with that, we move to the next slide, and that is substances and mixtures. Now again, one of the fundamental things that you need to know about chemistry: substances and mixtures. Now, basically, first things first, a substance is a material with particular physical characteristics. It can be an element, or it can be a compound, or even but let's talk about mixture. So a mixture is again a substance formed when two or more substances are mixed together, right? So whenever you are mixing two things, that's called a mixture. But if you are combining two things, if you are reacting two things, then you get a substance, right? So that is the very you know prominent difference between substances and mixtures. Now, one thing that you should know again that I'm going to highlight is that mixtures themselves are substances, right? Mixtures are also substances. So when we're talking about substance and a mixture, we always talk about pure substance and impure substance, right? So I've got a flow chart for you, so that will help you better understand this thing. So you can see here we've got matter, right? Matter matter is made up of, or it contains pure substances and impure substances, aka mixtures, right? So pure substances, we have two types. We have an element and we have a compound, right? And again, mixture, we have two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous, right? So again, you don't need to know about all of these in this first class, but I'm going to give you a very little overview about these. So an element, now for before knowing this, you should know what is an atom. So an atom is basically anything that cannot be broken down by chemical reactions, right? It cannot be broken down further by reacting it. So atom, basically an element is basically single atoms, right? Single atoms combined together. This circle is an atom. Now a compound contains two or more different types of atoms combined, right? So you can see this. It has a red colored atom and a black colored atom, right? Similarly this, similarly this. So a compound is again this kind of thing. Now why are these called pure? Because they contain only one type of thing, only one type of, you can see. So but if you talk about a mixture, it is impure, because one thing you have is these orange atoms, And the other thing that you have is these green atoms, and they're not chemically combined together. So what is the difference between heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures? So homogeneous, you can see that the atoms are evenly spread out, right? They are evenly spread out. But in heterogeneous, you can see that some atoms are on one side and some are on the other. So they are basically uneven. Again, if you don't understand anything, it's okay, because this is the first class of chemistry, and obviously there will be some confusions, and with time you'll get better at this, right? So finally, this video would have not been complete if I had not talked about the periodic table. You might ask why? Because periodic table, again, it is pretty much associated with chemistry. So whenever somebody talks about chemistry, they are most likely to talk about the periodic table as well, right? So you can see here the periodic table. And what exactly is the periodic table, you might ask, right? So the periodic table is, the a table, structure that contains the names and the symbols and the different properties of all the elements. Remember we discussed about elements? So elements are basically single atoms, right? So this is the periodic table, and it contains the properties, the symbols, the other stuff of the atom. So for example, you can see here we've got hydrogen. Over here you can see we've got oxygen. There are many, right? You can see we have got iron, right? So a lot of atoms, a lot of elements are there in the periodic table, and this actually helps us to visualize. So you can see we have so you can, now let me tell you about the symbols, right? So you can see here the H stands for hydrogen, right? Whenever you see an H, you know it's an hydrogen, right? Similarly, O stands for oxygen, Fe stands for iron, right? So these are called the chemical symbols, right? This is the chemical symbol. Now another thing you can see here is this number, right? Every element has this unique number, and it is, increasing as you go left to right and top to bottom. So this is known as the proton number, right? This is known as the proton number. Again, we are going to discuss about this in the next couple of videos, but this is called the proton number. Now here below the element, you can see this is the atomic mass, also denoted by AAR, right? This is the atomic mass. So it is the mass of the atom, right? It is the mass of the atom. And there are other things as well, right? You can see these numbers, these are the group numbers, and you can see in some tables there are numbers on this side. These are the period numbers. So basically the columns are called groups and the rows of the table are called periods, right? So this is basically the periodic table. And a lot of things you can discuss about the periodic table, like for example, you can see that some portion of the table is hanging outside. Why is that so? Because we don't have enough space, right? We have to fit these, and the properties should match. So you can see that the table is split into two, right? So again, a lot of things, a lot of theory to discuss, but we are not going to go too much in depth into it. And yes, I believe this is pretty much it. We have covered everything, right? Now we are going to go back to the top. And yeah, so we have covered the entire syllabus, the entire introduction to chemistry video, and this was all basic stuff. This is taught at probably the elementary level, right? And this is very basics, and I hope that you understood it pretty well. I hope that you liked the video. And if you have any queries, any questions, anything that you don't understand in this video, you can leave a comment below. I will either try to reply, or I will try to, answer your question in the next couple of videos. So make sure, if you have any queries, any questions, you can always comment below. And I hope that you genuinely liked the video, because it was a lot of effort, a lot of, trust me when I say this, I've been working on it for like many days, right? So it has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort. So it would be much appreciated if you would like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, so that you can continuously receive updates about this new series. And that is it. I hope to see you next time, and bye bye.